Good afternoon, everybody. We're about to do an update on Bitcoin. Do you guys want to know what I think? I'm Luna, if you guys haven't met me before.
Good afternoon, everybody. How's it going today? If you guys haven't met my dog, this is Luna. You guys want to see her flash you? Watch this, okay, guys?
Hi, guys. I'm Luna. I really like Mardi Gras. March is my favorite month. Whenever I go to Mardi Gras, I do this. I put down my hands really low. I grab my shirt up, and I go, "Girls Gone Wild!" I lift up my shirt. I'm like, "Girls Gone Wild! Girls Gone Wild!" Want to see me do it again, guys? I'm gonna grab my shirt really low, and then I'm gonna lift it up, and I'm gonna go, "Girls Gone Wild! Girls Gone Wild!"
Look how tall she is. She's like this 1 foot little monster, isn't she? You want to go down now, Luna? Want to go down? Want to give Dad a kiss? Yeah, you respect your dad. Okay, go ahead, Luna. You can go down now. How's everybody doing today? Oh, you guys are censored. Let me unmute the chat. There you go. Luna just wanted to say hi really quickly as well. She's pretty awesome, as you guys know. So anyways, let's talk about Bitcoin. Lots has been going on, right? Guys, I think we're going to get bull trapped. Honestly, I really think we're going to get bull trapped between like $10,000 to $11,778, honestly. It's because like according to TD sequential as well on the weekly chart, we're already going to be on our 6th and 7th week. Yeah. Hey guys. Nice to see you guys. Nice to see you guys in the chat there. All right, let's do this, okay? Good news is that we've actually gained $10 billion in the market cap right now, which is pretty good. Some coins are actually doing substantially well. You don't think we're going to hit that? Our DABA 200? Hey, Brett. Always nice to see you, my friend. I don't know, right? I don't know if we're even going to hit 10K, but if we do hit 10K, like I've seen the makings of a bull trap too often. And right now, I hate to say it, guys, but I think the majority of a lot of professional traders are more so looking for a good reason to enter a short position than they are actually looking to enter a long position right now. And if you look at a lot of traders in this space right now, like ranging from Tony Vase to Dan from, the chart guys as well. A lot of the professional traders that have been in this space for a very long time, they're more so looking for a really good reason to actually enter a short position rather than a good reason to enter a very long swing position or even investing. And then there's a lot of the newer traders out there that are saying, yep, we're gonna go for the all-time high. And Tony Vase actually said something just hilarious, right? He's like, yep, all the newer traders that are new in the space are thinking we're gonna reach like $100 billion. And then all the traders that have been in the space for a long time, the more so professionals, are looking for a reason to short. And he said something so funny. He was like, let's see who's gonna be right. Are the noobs gonna be right or are the professionals gonna be right? Sometimes the noobs are actually right. Let's see if the noobs are gonna be right this time. No, I'm not that bullish, Julio. I've never really been that bullish. I've been calling for a retracement to about 87.50, 86.50 for a really long time, Um, D Mike Music. That's a very good question. Will your tutorials go over building a portfolio as well? No, it's actually not going to go over building a portfolio because building a portfolio is more so geared towards the investors, right? And I would more so be just faking it if I actually knew how to build a really good portfolio because I'm just a degenerate day trader at the end of the day, right? All I do is day trade and swing trade. So if I tried to give you any type of advice when it comes to building a portfolio, I would just be lying to myself if I knew how to do it really well. I just stick to what I know really well, which is day trading like a degenerate and trading the 1 and the 5 minute charts, okay? Brett, it'll be released in 6 days, okay? I have actually tons of material already here. Just to show you guys, I have tons of tutorials already, and man, are they ever good. I kid you guys not. Like, all the videos are incredibly long. Like, for example, my dollar cost averaging video here is, it's getting pretty long, guys. Like, all of them, okay? Like, for example, there's a really detailed section on just reading level 2 order book, okay? I'm just reading level 2 order book, and I describe it in such high detail from the very beginning in a way that's clear, concise, and it'll make sense to you guys as well. So all these videos are getting pretty long, and I've been recording it over the past 24 hours or so. This one's a really good one, guys. Like, this one is honestly a really good video. The title is What Separates Superstar Status from the Mediocre. And I talk a lot about emotions, risk management, and actually trading like a casino. And I've never put in this much effort before in any videos, to be honest. But yeah, I think these ones, like, I go over specific scenarios. Yeah, so you guys are going to like it. I'll keep you guys up to date. So let's talk about Bitcoin. 24 let's talk about some other coins first, okay? Bitcoin trash. I lost a lot of viewers for actually calling it Bitcoin trash, so I should probably refrain from calling it Bitcoin trash there. So Bitcoin Cash actually got double digits, right? Lots of different coins are reaching double digits. Verge finally did something. Like, where's Verge? I noticed it earlier. Verge is actually, it did something, but it's still going sideways. Guys, don't forget to stay tuned for my tutorial on how to actually purchase a Pornhub membership using Verge currency, okay? I'll be making that tutorial very soon. And if you guys actually purchase my new tutorials coming up, you will actually have access to how to make a Pornhub membership using Verge currency for free. If that's not incentive enough for you guys, I don't know what is. I mean, who in cryptocurrency has even thought of that idea yet of making a Pornhub tutorial on how to use Verge? Hey, thanks a lot there, Eugen. I really appreciate it. Candlesticks are great. Red wine is better. Do you like RW as well? Should be a coin. I'm not really sure what RW is. Oh, red wine. Red wine. Yeah, I do like red wine. I like Pinot Noir. There's this favorite wine of mine. It's called Brownstone. It's only like 2-3 years aged, and it keeps winning these like top red wines for under $50. And it's actually only like $20 a bottle, and they only sell it in very exclusive places. I also like Willamette Valley Pinot Noir. You know, it's like a whole cluster. Oh man, don't even get me started talking about wine. Anyways, let's finish this, guys. 24-hour volume. We are trending low. We're trending very low. Remember how I was mentioning yesterday that $10 billion is a very substantial number, right? $10 billion is where we want to be trending at. Because if we look at the past 12 months, right? Every time we trended well over $10 billion, what we're seeing is usually an uptrend or some massive sell-off, okay? But if we look in December here, right? We're getting well over $10 billion for this really large uptrend, especially from the vicinity between December 1st and December 17, right? But then after that, we're getting $10 billion in the sell-offs, right? So right now, we're actually at about $7 billion, only 7.6. So we got to wonder, can we actually sustain this bull run? Where is this momentum, okay? But on the plus side, we have to look at this. I plan to dollar cost average. I'm done trading. I'm going to invest. Hey, dollar cost averaging is a great way to buy, right? Especially those who have high tolerance to risk as well. Do you think the fourth EMA is enough to confirm buy and sell regions, the 4-hour EMA? Yeah, I definitely do. For a longer term perspective, Zachary, absolutely. I would completely agree with you that the 4-hour, but we use a lot of these time frames as an actual trigger, right? So for example, if you guys are playing on the daily chart, for those just to give you guys some really quick and awesome tips, right? If you guys ever see this crossover right here, you buy, okay? This is called the golden crossover. Okay, the golden crossover is when the 50 EMA and the 200 EMA actually end up crossing over, okay? Hey, Ashik Shah, dude said he'll never charge money. Now he wants to pay $200. There's this thing It's actually not 200. It's actually $340 for about 25 hours of really good tutorial content. That's about 10% the price, 10% cheaper than any other tutorial package out that will be explained in a much more clear, concise, and fun manner. And also, Abishke Shah, there's this thing called marriage where people actually do something called say till death do us part. I'm really happy that because people say till death do us part, that the divorce rate in the world is actually 0%, okay? Right? Just because people say till death do us part, it doesn't actually mean that you're never going to get worried or you're never going to get divorced at all, okay? Hey, unfortunately, when you take a lot of stuff from the community and guys, trust me, the material package, it's gonna blow you guys away, okay? Wait till you guys see what I am going to offer you. We'll just take it one step at a time. Hi, Trade Devil! Sam the man! I love Sam. Sam's awesome. So anyways, if you guys were to have bought, okay, for example, in 2015 here, October, at $263 as an investor, since we're talking about moving averages, and this is going to be something I'm going to be talking about in very high detail as well, you would actually have no reason to sell Bitcoin, right? You would have no reason to sell Bitcoin. You probably end up selling it like right now, right? You might not have caught it at the 20K level, but let's say that this actually never happened, this crossover, right? You would have been taking a chance. So what using a golden crossover or a death cross strategy ensures that you do is you don't actually take profit too early. And absolutely, Crypto Crane, it's going to be explained from the absolute beginning, where if you are a newer trader, it is going to benefit you a lot. It's going to be the one source package for you to go to, and you're not going to have to look for anywhere else. I mean, if we look at the curriculum that I'm offering right now, I don't want to shill too much, guys. I don't need to shill, right? The first one will be, hey, let's talk terminology. Let's talk about the language that a lot of traders talk about, right? And we need to cover the most important fundamentals first before jumping all the way into things like indicators, right? Where we're going to talk about terminology. Let's speak the language together first. What separates superstar status from the mediocre? It's all about emotions, risk management, and trading like a casino. Let's talk about dollar cost averaging. Let's understand quick momentum changes so we can read level 2 order books. And let's talk about what I don't want you guys to do, okay? What is what is margin trading? That's something I'll be talking about highly. And then we're going to talk about how to customize TradingView and the necessity of it from scratch, okay? What are technical indicators and how are they used? How do you read charts? How do you analyze candlesticks? How do you read price action? What is the difference between the little picture and the big picture? What do these time frames mean? What are supports and resistances, right? What are common patterns and how do we play these breakouts? What are moving averages? Identifying bull and bear markets. What is the MACD, right? And then this is going to be the best one, guys, that I haven't shared with anybody, okay? I crap you guys not. This is going to be the best one right here. How is it? You know what, Mohammed? The difference between my free content and this one will be 1,000 hours of more experience to educate the community and also 500 more videos under my belt. Also, before, I was kind of a newbie when it came to making videos, but now you're getting it from a guy who has more video experience at doing technical analysis than any other YouTuber, okay? Can you guys name another YouTuber that has made more videos than me, okay? That has provided more educational content and has also provided live trades, okay? There's not a single person out there in the cryptocurrency community space that actually day trades and shows his material like me. Trust me, it's not going to be me trying to scam you guys and take your money because my goal is to help you guys become a better trader. And by the time you guys are done with it, by the time you watch the first 2 videos, you guys are going to say, am I ever going to make my money back so quickly? And besides, the money, I could actually use it as well. And I finally think that I should monetize myself in a small way. But the truth is, guys, it's gonna really pay for itself after you're done with it because you guys know that I still have your backs, okay? So now let's look at this right here. Guys, a lot of things can happen when this golden crossover happens and when this death cross happens especially, okay? When a death cross happens, What could happen is, right, we just end up downtrending, 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 and we actually never golden crossover back. But if you guys take a look right here, right now, guys, we are actually just about to or golden cross, and that is when the 50 moving average crosses over with the 100 moving average. So right now, the bulls are actually making an attempt, okay? The bulls are making an attempt to get this golden crossover back. Now, the question is, will they actually hold the line? Right? Will they actually hold the line once we cross over again? And will we never death cross again? So three things can happen, okay? Add how to set up TradingView. Oh, you got it. It's already here, my friend. You said how to add TradingView, how to set up TradingView. That's lesson number 6, the necessity of charts, how to customize TradingView. And that's going to be a very detailed video, and we're going to go over every single option. In fact, TradingView should probably pay me for this video. I should probably approach them, because if you guys look at my how to set up Bitfinex video, I actually got 120,000 views on that video alone there. Excuse me, I just got to cough very quickly. All right, so one of three things can happen, okay? Three things can happen when this death cross happens. One thing is we never actually golden crossover again, okay? And we just end up staying on a massive downtrend, which has happened before in the history of Bitcoin. The second thing that can actually happen is we death cross, and then we golden cross again, and then we actually never death cross again, okay? We just stay in the golden cross region, and we never come back down. And the third thing that can happen is we golden cross, bulls make an attempt, or sorry, we death cross, bulls make an attempt, okay? Bulls make an attempt, and then we golden cross over back again. And then we unfortunately death cross back again. So those are usually one of the three things that can actually happen, and that can be very scary. So we have to remember this particular region that we finally broke through on the log scale, right? Did we break through it with a lot of conviction? That's what worries me, okay? Did we actually break through it with a lot of conviction? Yeah, we did. But you guys have to admit that it's more of a sideways trend than anything, right? It's not really a steady uptrend right now. And I personally believe that these particular regions right here, yeah, sure, if we break above 10K, I'll be interested in a long position, right? But right here, we double topped, if you guys remember, where we actually got a failure in Elliott wave, and then we got a failure in this particular fifth wave right here, right? When we count our Elliott wave here, the fifth wave was so choppy. And I know Sam agrees with me 100% that this fifth wave right here was pretty much the failed wave. If that was not the fifth wave somehow, then they could have been just a double topped B. But either way, we saw this as a very bearish pattern where we were getting to $11,788. So I believe that up to $11,788, it's free air. But first of all, we got to break this particular region. But I want to show you guys the weekly, okay? We're on the 5th week already, okay? According to TD Sequential, if you guys follow that, right? This is actually going to be the 6th week coming up very soon, tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are some nasty candles, okay? Like nasty candles in terms of, okay, think of it like this. When you think of supply and demand, right? Is there a lot of demand to drive the price up right now, or is the spread very much so limiting the price action from getting to much higher highs? Why is there so much liquidity and supply available in the market right now? That's what makes me wonder right now, okay? Why is there so much supply? Why is there not a larger gap in spread right now? If there was actually much more of a demand, there would be a lot less supply, which would drive up the price a lot more naturally. So yes, we are seeing some very bullish patterns, but when you compare the weekly right now, okay, the weekly volume to last week's volume, right, we're about maybe, almost half, you can say right now, maybe a little bit more than half for the 24-hour volumes. Absolutely, Demisio. So I apologize if I pronounce your name wrong. It's going to definitely have that. I've thought of a lot of things right here, okay? What are supports and resistances, right? And this will also cover, channels as well. I should probably write that in here more clearly. So yes, we're absolutely going to be covering supports, resistances, channels, trend lines. That's going to be a very important topic for lesson number 10. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna get a 6 week in a row, guys. Like maybe we'll get a 6 week in a row, but the probability of us getting a 6 week in a row of very green is actually a lot less than us correcting. It makes a lot more sense right now for us to have a pullback. And the thing with Elliott Wave is it's very controversial right now, okay? I know a lot of people have started their Elliott Wave where they were basically counting it from this particular region from the beginning, right? But I unfortunately have to not consider this as a truncated C wave or a truncated fifth wave coming down, right? So it makes more sense for me to personally count it right there, right? So if I were to count my EW right here, let's just say, for example, hypothetical, and I'll give you guys some alternates as well, okay? So I'm not going to bother counting the subwaves. Could this just simply be a B that got a little bit higher than the fifth wave? And will we finally get that pullback to the 87 region? Because if let's say that this was actually the B wave right here, and according to one, like we are going to get, in the rough vicinity of 8800, maybe a little bit more. And let's say that this was the actual Elliott wave count right here, okay? If we take our fib extensions right here, we do see some very symmetric numbers, okay? Where we do see that it does hit the 1618 fib region right there, and it also hits the 261.8 region. Okay, let's hypothetically say that this was a count right here. Now, some people have also suggested this particular count. Okay, they've suggested this particular count where, because this is a very bullish count, right? Let's say that we started from here as well, where this is subwave 1. Well, this is subwave 3 actually then, all right? And now we're working on the fifth wave right here. So I'm very confused with my particular Elliott wave count. Maybe Sam can shed it a little bit more information. Sam, if you guys don't know Sam, make sure you guys give him a follow. He's the gentleman trade devil right there. Trade devil, just to show you guys him right here. He does a very good Elliott wave count, and he's actually one of the people I highly respect and look up to when it comes to an Elliott-tician. So let's say that this was the possible count as well, right? Are we just going to end up triple topping, right? Are we going to actually end up triple topping right here? And in my opinion, I think that this is setting up for a really large bull trap right now until the next cycle happens. I don't think that this early right now in the middle of the second quarter, actually in the more so the first half of the second quarter, we're going to be set up for a big bull run. I don't think the big bull run cycle will actually come until perhaps much later in May, or even the last part of the second quarter in June. Okay, and now to me, I'd be very happy, guys, if we got a pullback and we stayed in that region for about a week or two, because it's a lot healthier when you think about it as well. What goes up really fast, it needs to take a short break. And according to fib extensions, if this were the actual count, right? If this were the third count right here and the third wave, well, this one actually betrays a very, very bullish amount. And the question begs to differ where if we are actually in such a big bullish trend right now, and it actually only retraced between the 236 and the 382 region, which happens between 5 to 12% of the time. 236 only retraces about 5% of the time. 382 retraces about 12% of the time. If we are that bullish, why are we not having a very steady and smooth type of uptrend? Begs you to wonder as well, right? So let's say that that was not the sorry, that was the entire five waves right now, and we're pretty much near the top. Well, even a 382 retracement still brings me back to this point right here, right? Which makes me very comfortable as a buy. So not only that, the reason why it makes me incredibly comfortable between the 8650 to 8750 range is because that's pretty much right around where we would possibly get, we're going to maintain the level to possibly still have a golden crossover. So unfortunately, I'm leaning more towards a bull trap if we break between $10,000, right? We have to keep in mind, I don't know about 4K, Robin. It's very difficult to say a 4K scenario, right? It's very difficult to say a 4K scenario when we haven't really broken any type of major supports yet, right? I'm not going to be explaining Elliott Wave in my course. That's actually going to be saved for an entirely new course where we're going to review 300 pages of material from a book, okay? For 300 pages of material from a book over about 15 different lectures there. So anyways, so right now I'm just waiting, guys, okay? Like, we got to wonder as well. Like, let's say we take a look at this from this perspective where we're only going based off of supports and trend lines, right? Supports, and we're taking it only from where the body is rather than the wick, okay? Just think of it like that for a second, where we consider some of the wicked regions bull trapped regions, right? Well, if this was an ending fifth wave diagonal, this is an ending fifth wave diagonal, and a lot of you guys see it as a rising bearish wedge, right? Something like that, where it does this few touches down there, and a lot of the times we can see a throw over which happens at the top, and then we basically break down, and a target could very much so be a small target could very much so be the base range of the wedge. So if we look at it from this perspective, can we argue as well, is this actually a rising wedge? Okay, I don't really count a lot of the small waves anymore, because a lot of people don't understand what I'm talking about, and I want to keep my TA a lot more general. But if it's something you guys want me to actually count a lot more in detail, okay, that's something I'll do in my next few videos coming up and in my TA. And you know what? I get crapped on by the community quite often for actually doing Elliott waves, right? I'm by far the most hated person in technical analysis for Twitter, for cryptocurrency, simply because I do Elliott waves, right? Simple as that. The video's cat, meow, rawr, meow cat. It's actually going to be out in less than 6 days. So stay tuned, okay? So if you guys counted this right here from the wicked regions for the body only, is that actually a rising wedge, right? Are these regions right here just bull trapped regions? We got to break out of this with a lot of conviction right now, in my opinion, right? So even on a 4-hour chart, right? Everybody was like, yeah, woohoo, ascending triangle, man, ascending triangle. Well, if we broke out of the ascending triangle, we got to make sure that we break out of it enough with enough conviction to actually bounce off of it as well, right? So you want to break out of it very, very, very heavily, right? You want to break out of this resistance, and then you want to be able to bounce off of it, especially when it's a resistance that's been forming over how many days now? Over 10 days, almost 2 weeks, since May 23rd, right? So if we look on the 4-hour chart right now, we're getting some really bearish candles, guys, right? We're getting some massive bearish candles with a lot of wicked regions. Take a look at it. Every time we're trying to push up, always think of it as a large battle between the bulls and the bears, okay? It's always a tug of war between the bulls and the bears, and usually one will give up and the other one will simply win. Well, we're getting tons of bearish pressure to come down, right? You can see this right here as kind of a bear spinning top. This could have been almost a double tweezer type formation where the bears made one last hurrah. This one's not quite a double tweezer, right? But this one is definitely seen as a shooting star where the bulls actually got rejected by about $100 there. And then the next candle that actually settled in was a bearish spinning top. Not really the best candle. Not only that, in the past 4 hours, we have certainly rejected $120, and this could be easily seen as a hanging man candle. The upvote triangles on Steemits. Eugene, thanks a lot. I'll be sure to make a lot more charts on on Steemit there with triangles. Oh, by the way, my link is below, guys. If you want to upvote my stuff on Steemit there right now. I think I posted it already with my live one. Woohoo! I got Luna beer money already. Thank you guys. It's actually picking up a little bit. That makes me kind of happy. The only time you guys know why I reached $12 or 14 is because one guy Famonger, he has me in his technical analysis, okay? And he puts me in there every single day. And the only time I reach over $10 is when he upvotes my posts, okay? And the reason why I get a lot is because of this, okay? Let me show you. It's because he's a massive freaking whale. He's got $413. So the bigger of a whale that upvotes you, I apologize for. I mean it with a lot of love and respect. I know you're watching this video, Swiss Chris, and I'm just explaining about how the monetary system works here. But when a bigger player actually upvotes you, you actually get more money on Steemit. So he includes me in his posts, and that's the only reason why some of my Steemit posts actually get to over $10. Otherwise, they're always trending at like, $3 or something like that, $4. But whatever, I don't care too much about Steemit right now. It's just a place where I can put a lot more charts out. So anyways, so do you guys think that this is bearish? I mean, the daily candle is just about to close, right? Decent candle. Yesterday we got a hanging man candle, which almost signaled that, hey, this could be it right now with this double tweezer type formation right there. Hey, thanks a lot, Kari. I really appreciate that, Kari Crypto. I have a friend that lives in Calgary. He's married to someone named Kari. And he never invited me to his wedding, even though I've known him since I was like 12, 13 years old. Which was kind of like, that brought back a lot of memories, Kari, okay? That brought back a lot of memories of not being invited to weddings, which actually rubs me the wrong way. I had this best friend named Walton and Grant in high school, whom I hate with a passion right now. We were like best friends in high school. And then I go to their Facebook and I'm like, whoa, they got married? Whoa, I wasn't actually invited to your guys' wedding? What the F? So I was so pissed off that I wasn't invited to their wedding that I actually blocked them on Facebook. And I don't even use Facebook anymore. But it's kind of like, okay, you invited a lot of your old high school friends to your wedding, and we were like best friends, man. Kari, you brought back a lot of memories. I'm not happy with you right now, but I love you too. Philakone, when I get out of the 8K hole, I would love to make a contribution to your amazing work. Thank you, Robin. It's not about the contribution. It's a lot more about the gesture, okay? Make sure you focus on learning every single day first. Luna's barking all the time. I just haven't threatened to eat her lately, okay? So yeah, that kind of stands right now for my TA. Like, if we look right now on the... Okay, guys, take a look at this. Thank you, Ray. Tequila for Luna. Since it's Cinco de Mayo, Girls Gone Wild. Woo, Girls Gone Wild! Ah! Okay, guys, take a look at this as well. You guys notice this higher price action? Okay, open up the questions, guys. Ask a lot of questions. That's how you learn. Okay, take a look at this right here. We are getting a series of higher highs, but what do you guys notice about the RSI? Okay, you guys notice that the RSI, even though we're getting a higher high for price action, we're actually getting a lower high. Not only that, on the 3-hour chart, guys, we're actually ticking to the negative side already, which means in the past 6 hours, we have reached the negative side. We have not reached the negative side in the histogram since May the 2nd, which is 3 days, okay? Now the question is, are we just going to get a very small histogram negative tick and simply cross over and have a fake out, which will basically mean that the red one will actually end up doing this, okay? The red one is the longer moving average, right? So will the red one just end up curving over like that, right? And then will we actually get the blue one doing something like this, where it just kind of, comes down a little bit, right? Bounces off of it, and then we end up curving like that. So will we eventually end up getting a tick like that? That'd be kind of cool if it bounces off of it. So I'm always looking for tiny little signs that can give us clues. But something we do have to acknowledge is that the MACD crossover did happen, despite it being a lagging indicator. We did get to the negative histogram side. Now we look at the 4-hour as well, okay, guys? The 4-hour is nasty. It is nasty, okay, guys? Remember that boyfriend or girlfriend in high school? That very nasty one? That is what the 4-hour chart... Oh, God. Thinking back, I've definitely dated some of those. Yeah, I'm going to call her the 4-hour chart right now, okay? The 4-hour chart is just nasty right now. You guys take a look at the MACD. It's definitely trending downwards right now, okay? Especially this really large stair step as well. That is not a small stair step, okay? This one right here. It's pretty nasty, right? I don't have a 6-hour up. I'm not logged into Bitfinex at all right now. I don't have a 6-hour on this guy here. So here we trended sideways, and then all of a sudden we took a really large dip in the past 8 hours. And that's not a very nice ladder type of stair stepping formation to have. And you also see the series of higher highs clearly. But what you're seeing on the RSI is that we're losing strength in the market, guys. According to the peaks, we're losing strength in the market. If we want to get some higher highs, we got to at least get to Brown Consensus RSI rule of retaining it very high. So unfortunately, right now, I'm not really that bullish, guys, unfortunately, okay? I'm really not that bullish, considering we did cross this particular region, right? This is kind of how I see RSI. I see it as patterns as well, and I see it just breaking right here as well. The mic music, would low four figures be good enough to build that money stack to get out of my effing job, given your tutorials, not margin trading since in USA? Honestly, guys, like if you guys want to trade margin and you want to play on Bitfinex, you guys just got to get a VPN, honestly. If you're not using a VPN, or I use a VPN, I use Tunnel Bear. All right, I'm browsing from Canada. Tunnel Bear is like $10 a month. I use it from my browser here. And yeah, I use a bunch of different VPNs. I switch it up like every week. I use Pure VPN. I use, I don't know, Tunnel Bear, a bunch of things. But yeah, honestly, you guys know what I do, right? I only keep $10,000 in my margin account for Bitfinex. As you guys see, right? I only play with 10K margin. It would be the same thing as me playing 30K, which I don't, it's the same thing to me because I'm used to it, right? So what I do is I just play up to like $40,000 on my Bitfinex margin account. But I double that $10,000 principal literally every 2 or 3 days, maybe 4 days at most. So you guys don't really need to play with a lot of money to get good at trading. And yeah, like it's just a matter of skill, right? You got to make sure that you're not focusing on money first, okay? Make sure that you're focusing on making good trades. The last thing that you actually want to do is focus on chasing money. You got to make sure that these good trades are under your belt first of all. Because if you have good trades under your belt, then you have the experience, right? So please make, yeah, I'm still holding Coin. I got 1,000,000 Coin. Thanks for reminding me. What is it at right now? What is it at? Oh, it's at $2. Oh yes. Sorry, it's at 27 cents or 0.27 cents. Yes, my average price is like $1 or is about 1.83 cents. So I'm really up right now on it. Actually, I'm doing really well on Coin, whatever it's called. Like I bought a lot, guys. I'm holding 1,000,000 Coin right now on Poloniex. That reminds me, I changed my 2FA on Poloniex, so I gotta contact them to actually like remove it. It's kind of funny. So I'm up like a pretty good amount right now on Coin. Like I'm up a huge amount. Divided by 276. I'm up like 60%. No, I'm up 34% right now. Can't complain about that. But anyways, according to this RSI, right? I see it breaking, right? We couldn't really maintain the momentum to go up. This right here was the break point, as you guys saw. Take a look. Right there was the break point. That is also where we started to lose tons and tons and tons of momentum. And that's why we actually dropped like, a $255 drop. So now let's see if we can actually retain any type of momentum and actually bounce off of here. Let's see if this is actually going to turn into a green hammer candle instead of looking very bearish as a bearish spinning top combination with a hanging man. So there's a lot of signs that are pointing towards down right now, okay? So we got to just wait, guys. It's a matter of being extremely patient right now. It's really hard, Paul, for me to take a look at LTC right now in very quick detail. But, on the daily chart for Litecoin, it has a lot more burst when it does uptrend than on a downtrend, okay? So we look at Bitcoin on a daily chart, for example, we got that doji slash bear spinning top right there, right? But if we look on Litecoin, we actually never got that whatsoever. I got OCD. I got to fix my charts. We actually never got that on Litecoin at all. Okay, we didn't really get any type of bearish candles yet. In fact, we're still on the fourth candle going up right now. It looks very strong, in my opinion. Like, take a look at the RSI. Our Litecoin's looking a lot stronger. This one was a massive stair step upwards. Okay, huge step up right now. So we look on the 4-hour chart. We got kind of a bearish candle right there, right? We got like a doji. This one here is looking very similar as well to Bitcoin. Actually, you're right. It's a hanging man candle. So let's see how this is actually going to handle. Okay, so if we break out of here, Wow, it actually did hit 185. That was my target. So on the 3 hour, like we are literally going to get MACD crossovers very soon as well. And a lot of traders, believe it or not, are MACD crossover traders, right? And here, but we're not really seeing a lot of signs of losing strength. We're not really seeing signs of bearish divergence on Litecoin. We're seeing it on Bitcoin. Here, we're just seeing really smooth, steady streams upwards right now. But it does look like it's about to lose strength soon, right? If we just keep drawing lines like this, well, this one's going up like that, this one's going like that, this one's going like that, this one's going like that. If we just start extrapolating these lines a little bit, we can just kind of see how it's going to end up curving downwards a little bit, right? That's how I generally see RSI, right? It looks like it's definitely going upwards like that, and eventually wants to come downwards. So that's how I extrapolate my RSI just to get a general gauge. But who knows? I could be entirely wrong. It might take a lot longer than I thought for it to actually hit some bearish patterns, but we have crossed over to the negative side in the 1 hour. But Litecoin, if honestly, if Bitcoin does explode to the 10K range, up to 11K, I would be more so interested in playing Litecoin because I think there could be more percentage gains, which is very important to me, right? So yeah, look at Bitcoin 15-minute. It looks like fourth wave right now. Not sure what you're referring to. Are you talking about 1, 2, 3, fourth right there, and there's one more wave coming down? Possibly. I'm not really sure what you're referring to be quite honest, because it can mean a lot of things right on there. So I think I'm gonna end my video here, guys. It's been about 40 minutes already. I don't like to keep my videos too long. Honestly, if you guys want to learn how to start counting Elliott waves, you guys just got to start reading a book. You can't just ask a question like, how do I count Elliott waves? Where do I start? Elliott waves are 300-page books, and you guys have to go through the motions of actually reading these 300-page books, okay? Please don't read like a one-page summary of how to count Elliott waves, right? Yeah. And you guys would like more Elliott wave counts? I'll make sure that they're included for you guys, okay? You have my word. When I do my next live stream or any technical analysis, I'm going to give you guys a lot more of a detailed count with alternates as well. Doesn't like to keep his videos too long, he says. Oh, you know what? I guess 40 minutes is too long already. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I am going to end it here. I really appreciate all the love and the support that you guys have given me. Stay tuned for more updates, especially for my trading series that's going to come out. And don't forget, guys, when you guys actually subscribe and you purchase my trading package, Udemy has a place specifically to ask questions, and you guys will get answers. Basically, you're not just paying for a trading lesson tutorial package. You're actually having access to me, and I'm going to be very inclined for the people that support me to answer any question that you guys ask. Think of it like that as well, which is actually pretty darn good. It's not that I'm only answering questions towards paid users. Don't get that wrong, okay, guys? It's just that there's so many people that ask so many questions that I simply cannot get to everybody, right? So I try to answer as many as I can on YouTube, as many as I can here in the live stream, right? It is not true that I only answer super chat questions, okay? I try to answer as many as I can on Twitter and also on Steemit as well. But for especially the people that purchase my training tutorial package, you guys are going to be able to ask questions on that platform, and I will be able to make sure that you guys are going to get an answer in less than 12 hours. So yeah, so other than that, guys, I'll catch you guys sometime soon. I don't want to keep this too long. Bitcoin Jesus, I'm not going to be sharing my old tutorial package. If you guys really want to buy it, you can buy it for like $200. But the truth is, guys, I get a lot of crap from the community, and there's just a lot of negativity towards me. And honestly, It hurts right in here sometimes. No, the truth is, it does get to me sometimes, guys. And it's kind of like a marriage. You say till death do us part, and you mean really well, but unfortunately, sometimes things can change because you start fighting a lot in the relationship, and there's a lot of negativity, and things go bad, and there's a lot of name calling, and then you start being really verbally abusive to each other, and then you yell at each other every single day, and you just can't take it anymore. And then things have to change till death do us part, just like me saying, guys, that I will never charge. Sometimes it just doesn't actually hold true, okay? So, guys, unfortunately, I just took a lot of crap. I'm getting targeted for hacks, okay? I'm getting targeted for hacks. People are talking crap about me so much in the community, right? People are trying to steal my content and post it on YouTube. It just doesn't make me feel so generous anymore because I'm kind of butthurt. That's the truth, guys. So yeah, I'm not going to take a look at Bitcoin trash. I will never do an analysis on Bitcoin trash for $2, Brian. You better up that to like $200 if you want me to do a detailed technical analysis on Bitcoin trash. $200 will get my attention for any technical analysis. Why? Because I'm a whore. Simple as that. You guys want to treat me like a technical analysis prostitute? Okay, I'll prostitute myself up to technical analysis. No problem at all. So, anyways, have yourself a great day, guys. Thank you very much for all the love and the support that you've given me. Mwah! Bye, guys. Love you. Take it easy. Stay safe, baby whales. Bye.